Glow stars and glow getters. On this wonderful, wonderful Tuesday afternoon, morning, whatever you are. If you're new coming to the live, please feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. OG, welcome, welcome, welcome. OG that's coming in, OG that's spraying replay. Check out for support it and watch it all our content that comes forth on this channel. But by today's title, I got my baby with me, y'all. But today's title is taking care of parents are tricky. Is what I'm trying to say. Taking care of parents are tricky. That's what I want to say today. And I ain't gonna be with y'all long. Like I said, if you come by replay, whoever come in this live, thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting. Because I am going to continue to do this every week. No matter how many people come on or whatever. But this is what I want to do. This is what I feel like it's best to do. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get my camera together. But yeah, honey. Taking care of parents is tricky. But for me, I have a parent that I'm taking care of, y'all. And I can tell y'all this right here that sometimes it's rewarding, sometimes it's very rewarding to do, sometimes it's not. It's exhausting to do because as you being a grown up and try to be a daughter or whatever or a son, take care of your hold on, y'all. Sit down. Sit right there. Take care of your not grandparents, but and some people do take some grandchildren do take care of their grandparents. But I meant to say you as an adult want to take care of your mother or father. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that's the least that we can do for them by just taking care of them because they took care of us. We can take care of them. That's what I'm saying. And but a lot of people say as you be as a grown up, you be like, well, you have your own life to live. Yeah, you got your own life to live, but sometimes it's hard to juggle your life and your the life of your parents. Well, hello everybody that's coming on live. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. So yeah, it's like sometimes it can be rewarding sometimes to do that, y'all. Yeah, it's so rewarding uh to do that for your family. Thank you for liking and subbing. Hi from Korea. Hey Sandy. Oh, I don't know I said that. Hey Sandish. Hi from Turkey. Oh, you in USA? Okay. All right, y'all. So yeah, it can be rewarding. What I mean by being tricky is, hello. What I mean by being tricky is because, like I said, it go both ways. Sometimes, hello, Vincent. Yeah, Dragon. Those people, you. But it can be tricky because, it can be rewarding. And sometimes it's just like it's just overwhelming and exhausting because especially when you have kids. If you a child by yourself and you don't have any kids, I mean just you that you always got to feed for, then it might not be so much on you as you got no kids if you're not a parent yourself. But if you're a parent yourself and you got to take care of kids yourself and then you got to take care of your parents or parents, yeah, they depend on you now. They depend on you now. Yeah, they depend on you to do something for them. So, yeah. But let's just take a little backstory for me. I do take care of one of my parents. I kind of like one of a caregiver for one of my parents. I mean, I take care of the bills. I take care of the certain things like groceries, fetch for food, doing a lot of things because um you got a parent up in age where they can't do a lot of things. They can't drive anymore. Or they can't cook or be in the kitchen, or they can't do certain things anymore. But you have to fend for them, do that for them because. So yeah, you have to do that for them. My country is this is afternoon in my country, USA. Well, on my side of the USA, eastward side, it's the afternoon. We in the afternoon, honey, right now. Whoever, yeah. So whoever, up, y'all up early in the morning. My name is Mo, M-O. And if you new, kindly please subscribe to the channel, y'all. Whoever new coming on the live, whoever new coming on. And you feeling what you see, like you look at the channel, look at all the content, you feel what you see, just subscribe to the channel if you would like to. But yeah, it can be tricky sometimes, y'all, because you got to fend for yourself and you got to fend for your mother or father. You got to take them to the doctor. You got to I guess sign for them, or whose side of you? Whose side of them? With the USA? I'm on the eastern side. You try to say I'm on the Eastern Standard Time for the US. If that's what you're saying. So yeah, honey. You gotta do stuff, sign stuff with them, do things with them. Because yeah, it's a lot, but you gotta take care of them. It's a whole full-time job to take care of them. Yeah, this is mine. Talking about that kid. Talking about my kid, my daughter. She's mine. It's all mine. But yeah, it's a full-time job. It's a full-time job being a parent yourself. So when you get grown, you understand what it is like to be a grown up. You finally grown up, or you finally a mother. Thank you. God bless you too. And you finally a mother and or father or whatever, and you taking care of your kids. And if you have like, let alone it's bad. It's not bad, but it's hard to take care. Let alone one, but you take care of 2 kids, and some people have 5 kids, and they try their hardest to do that and take care of parents at the same time. It's so hard. I don't know. Say your name, Satham. Satham. So it's hard because you got a grade kid. You got a grade school kid that you got to get ready for school, and then after a while you're gonna get another grade kid school, another child that's gonna go to grade school. So I don't understand what you're talking about, Satan. Don't know what you're talking about. So it's hard because you gotta take care of you. But see, sometimes when you take care of parent, it's like a different part. It's like a different priority. You put yourself as a priority. You put your child. What's your okay? Bye bye, Satan. And it's it's hard putting a grade school kid to sleep. Get them ready for school. Make sure your parent is okay. Make sure your parent got breakfast. Make sure your parent got lunch. Make sure your parent got dinner. And let alone, I don't have to worry about that with my grade school kid. She be at school, eating her breakfast and her lunch. So we ain't got to worry about that part. But when it's dinner time, you're gonna get dinner for everybody. And this is my baby girl too, so it's yeah. But it's also a rewarding thing because I don't want nobody to feel bad about take care of parents is not a good thing. It is a good thing because, especially when you don't have another, you don't have a, uh, if you don't have a, you have a sibling. Because some people doing it on their own, they don't have another sibling, and you got some people that like that. But then you got another sibling that's not doing their job per se, or not being there, that son or whatever, that daughter, whatever. But if you have like another sibling and they're not trying to do anything, but they, all the pressure on you, but it doesn't matter because that's good that, God have you, give you strength to do that for your parent, because at the end of the day, what you give out, it will come back to you, saying that you take care of your parent. Then guess what? When you get old, we all gonna get old one day. So when you get old, then your child, I guess your child see you taking care of their grandma, things like that. When you get old enough, your children gonna say, "Listen, I see what my mama did for my grandma or my granddad, however. I'm a that's gonna fall on them that want to do that for you when you get old." So I just feel like whatever you put out will come back to you. People just don't understand that as kids or as a grown up, you got to think about what we put out to others, like pour into others. Cause some kids, some not kids, but some grown people at this age or at 20s or whatever, they be like, "Oh, I don't know if I want to do this. It's all about my life." But sometimes you get blessed doing stuff. You get blessed doing stuff that you, I feel like that you need to do, or God designed for you to do. I feel like if God designed that for you to do, then that's what you need to do. But you'll get a blessing out of it. Into the unknown, hello. So it's like, um, it is, it is what it is. But you got some parents that just want. I mean, some not parents. Some grown people just don't want to do it. I see some grown people just do so wrong to their parents. I'm not displaying my age, Nathan. Thank you for asking, but I'm not gonna display my age. But I had took my mom to the doctor at one point, and I had this one older lady that said some, hold on, y'all. Stop knocking on the door, girl. I know, girl. Stop knocking on the door. It's all right, y'all. I had this one older lady was asking me a question. She was like, "Is that your grandmother you taking to the doctor?" I'm like, "No, that's not my grandmother, it's my mother." She said, "Oh my God, because you look so young for your age, and it look like you're just your grandmother." And she was I was like, yeah, so yeah, hold on, y'all. So yeah, the she said, "You know what?" She said, "It's good that you young." Like, I guess she was saying, she said, "It's good that you're young and you're doing that, because I don't see a lot of young people doing that, taking their grandparents or taking their parents to the doctor." So she said, "That's a blessing, because I have a son." Well, she's trying to say I had an older son that that don't do nothing for me, and she said that don't take care of me, well, don't call me and all that right there. And I said, "Really?" She said, I asked her, "Is that her only child?" She said, no. She said, "This is my daughter that's taking me to the doctor, and she's the only one that's doing that for me and everything." And I said, "That's good, because you have 2 kids, it always be that one kid gonna come around for you. If you don't have the other kid ain't doing enough for you, you got that one kid gonna come around and do something for you." So, yeah. And, but if you had one kid, if you had one child, I don't know what. Yes, thank you. Thank God he gives you strength to help. That is a blessing. It does give you strength. God do give you strength. And not saying that, like, some people, like, some grown people don't want to do it. It could be hard sometimes, but not saying we don't want to do it. So, yeah. But anyway, she was like, yeah, I'm glad I have my other daughter. I have my a child, but it's always something about them boys. I said, well, I told her like it's really it depends on some females like that too now. Some females not gonna not, it's some females that all about their life all the time, and then they ain't got time for their mom and dad and all that. So it's some females like that too. So it ain't just boys. That she just feel like her opinion is boys. It's boys just don't do right. They just don't. They just it's all about their life and all that right there. So I feel like I thank God for my daughter that she doing that for me. But that's great that she has a blessing. She has a daughter. I said, you know what? I told her lady that, she has a son too. I have a brother. I have an oldest brother. So I'm not trying to throw nobody on the bus, nothing like that. But the thing is, it is what it is. But the thing is, I said, you know what? My mom got a combination like you. Well, I think her daughter older than her daughter the oldest, and her brother, her son is the youngest. But she got a combination of girl and boy. But her mom has a combination of girl and boy. I'm the youngest, my brother's the oldest. So it's like it's fall on the youngest. My brother's the oldest. But guess what? He don't do nothing. Not trying to throw nobody on the bus and nothing like that. I'm not trying to come on here and be messy or talk about stuff, but I can only talk about I can talk about my a little bit of my situation, but not a lot because I don't want nobody to come on here and say anything. Peanut, why you keep doing that? Just come in up. So, yeah, I mean, stop closing the door, Peanut. Y'all, my baby and him doing stuff. Stop it, little girl. No, you stay still. Okay? So, yeah, I said I ain't trying to be messy or anything like that, but hey, you got another sibling that's not. But they got to be on another stir, another live, y'all talking about that. I'm not messing. I'm not about drama. I'm not gonna talk about that. But I'll just say this little bit right here. You got a sibling that just don't do nothing. Don't do nothing. They'll say, well, I don't have to do anything because, see, this is what this other sibling thinks. The other sibling thinks is like, well, I have a family. I have 3 kids. I have a wife. And, speaking for my brother, but it's like, I just can't have time to do anything. I guess you, me, the sister, have time to do things. I was like, well, I have a family myself, but I still make our parent a priority still. You know what I'm saying? You have to make time. Because I feel like one day we all gonna get old. You want your 3 kids to take care of you. I want my 2 kids to take care of me. If I get to when I get to a situation, I don't know how our future will hold, what happened to us down the road. But whatever, like I said, whatever we give out, it's gonna come to us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Our kids gonna take care of us. Stuff like that. So, I just feel like that old sibling need to think about that. But it just, I don't know. But like I said about being tricky and hard, it can be hard because I have to deal with my little kids. No, Peanut. I have to deal with my kids, and I have to deal with behavior. I know my oldest daughter have to deal with behavior at the time. So when I have stop vaping up, I have to deal with behavior, and I have to deal with the baby girl behavior. Baby, you're checking the camera. Stop it. And then dealing with it's a lot. It's exhausting because I think my daughter's going through a phase right now which her behavior's out the world, and then I think she sees that she's picking up that you take care of my grandma and things like that. But babe, Peanut, stop moving the camera. And so she see that, but then at the same time, I guess she don't know how exhausting it is. But she's 8. I think she's picking up some things. But I said, girl, you just don't understand how hard it is, but I'm still gonna do it because the love that you have for your parent, you don't want to see your parent down. You don't want to see your parent going through stuff. So you can't help but help them and take care of them, get them back to health. If they sickly, off sick, things like that. But I don't mind doing it. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind doing it because see, I don't like telling too much of my business on YouTube, but I tell a little bit. But I don't mind doing it. You know, juggle uh, parent life, love life, and content life, and being a daughter slash caregiver, whatever. So you know, it's a lot to juggle. But like I said, if you believe in God, if you know who God is, God would help you and get you through things. Because I've been wanting to be a content creator for a very, very long time. I just didn't know how to get about to being a content creator. But that was before I had to do what I had to do as a caregiver, taking care of parents. But you know, I could just did, you know, if I wanted to do both parents, you know, at the time, you know, with my father as well. But I was just, you know, I'll discuss in a different live about, you know, my father and stuff like that because I don't want to just give it away here about my father, but that'll be on a different live, y'all, about that. But yeah, it's very rewarding to take care of a parent because I feel like God see what you're doing. It's a blessing to do that. You'll be blessed by doing what you need to do. That would be the last thing. I feel like that would be the last thing that your parent will see and think about before, you know, before God would take them on, you know, before they're going away. You know what I mean? Like your parents gone from this world. But the last thing they'll see and know before they leave this world is like, oh yeah, my daughter did that for me, or my son did that for me. They took care of me like they supposed to. They did what I wanted to do, and it made them feel. It made them feel good. It made them feel. Uh, it made them feel good because you don't want your parents to think that they are a burden to you because they feel like you're young, you're fresh meat, like you're young and stuff like that. You gotta live your life. You know, you have to discover yourself. You have to have your future and stuff like that. And they don't want to be a burden to your future. They don't want to be like, I don't want to be on your shoulder or on your back all the time everywhere you go, whatever you're trying to do, whatever your endeavors are, whatever your dreams are, aspirations is. And the parents don't want to be a parent to be like, I don't want to be on your back all the time. You drag me on your back all the time. That's not, you know, I could still be able, as me, I could still be able to do what I want to do because, you know, my dream to be a content creator, I can still juggle that. That's flexible. Being, you know, you have your own business. A lot of people don't know content creator is like, hey, that's your business. You doing like putting out content, you putting out lives or making, you know, stuff. That's part of your you being. I can say self-employed in here. That people don't. People should know that you get monetized on YouTube. But we were working on our way to get to that point, but on this channel. But it is hard because you get times where you don't want to do nothing. But you know, you have to find a way to say, listen, it's for the best of the best, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. You say just pray for your family and everything. That's right. We believe in prayer in this channel. I mean, not trying to be too preachy or holy or something like that, or you call it religious like that, because I'm not religious, but I'm just saying, like, for those that watching that art that do believe in God or whatever, yeah, we were so believers of God over here, and it's like prayer is the number one thing to get you through a lot of things, because baby, you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it because you got to get through every day. You got to go through every day. We are striving to be somebody, something better for the better of who look up to you. So it is like, you know, it's just like this is like this. You take care of a parent. It's like taking a glimpse of how your life will be down the road. It's like we all like I said before, we all gonna get to the place where we're gonna be old and stuff. Let's just take a glimpse about me being at that age, old. Is my parents gonna be there for? Is my children gonna be there for me? Because I feel like if you don't help no one, if somebody wants you to help them, even if they ain't even asking you to help them, but if they showing you some type of emotion or some type of verbal some verbally showing you that they need help, something like that. They ain't really have to open their mouth and say, I said, I need help. But that person, that child's not gonna help, it's just, I just feel like karma is something. Karma is something. I believe in karma. I hope you guys on this live believe in karma. But I believe in karma. I feel like karma will basically get back to people that just don't. Because I know how I feel. I'm a parent, and sometimes I need help with some things. I'm still learning. I'm still a learning tree. Meaning I'm still learning how to be a parent. I'm still learning, even though I have 2 kids, I'm still learning how to deal with an 8-year-old. Because I never had an 8-year-old before. So I have to deal with an 8-year-old. I know how to deal with a 3-year-old because my oldest being 3. But I still have to learn how to deal with the 8-year-old still. When she gets to teenage years, when she gets hit puberty and hit all those years, what I'm saying? I'm still learning those years with her. So whatever she going through, then with them years, then I'm gonna help her go through them years. I'm gonna help her get through that. We'll learn together. That's when I start learning her. She learning me. But yeah, I don't want my kids to think that they can't do a lot for me, do what they need to do for me, because I have done a lot for them. I'll be taking care of them all the way through 18, and I'll be taking care of them all the way through when they get ready to go to college. If that's where they route, I pray that they route to go to college. But but yeah, it's all about what you do, because my mother have done some things as caregiving, taking care of siblings and stuff like that, and other family members. I mean, we always have a type of family members that will help other people, will help loved ones, whether it's their whether it's their aunt, uncle, or whether whatever kinfolk in the family that's awfully sick, really going through stuff. There's always a family member that will be there to take care of them, help take care of them. But you know what I'm saying? That takes me all the back. When my mother was taking care of my aunt, when she was going through her sickness, her trying time, and I was with my mother at the time, helping her with her. I was still going to college, but then I was getting off from college. Okay, baby girl, and I was helping her. With because I hate seeing a family member that's down. I could do all I can do. I can't do much because I have children to take care of, but I can do so much. The best way I can. But I hate seeing family members like that. But I have, lost. We have our family has recently lost someone that been going through a lot of things and required caregiving, required things like that. But I just hate. I did what I could. You know what I'm saying? I did all I could as a niece, as a whatever, whatever. When my grandparents was alive, I did all I can as a grandchild. I mean, as a granddaughter. I mean, I hate seeing loved ones down. You know what I'm saying? But like I said in this title, it's tricky. It is tricky, man. It has the ups and downs. You be on a roller coaster. You be like, oh man, I don't feel like going to the store today, because that means I have to get groceries for me, and I need groceries for my mother. Her household, my household. We gotta get groceries for both sides. We got to pay bills on both sides. Her, me, the pay their doctor appointments, buy doctor appointments, children doctor appointments. So it's a lot to juggle. But very rewarding, because you'll feel good about yourself that I did this for my mother, and I feel good about that. Like I said, when she leave this world, I feel at peace with that. I feel real at peace at that I did all I could, even though I had to juggle, being a content creator on YouTube, putting out videos all the time, every week being active. can be difficult because I'll be trying to put out at least about 3 videos a week and one live a week, and then sometimes end up being like two a live in a video. So, or just a live, but I try so hard because I have a lot going on and I have a lot on my plate. But I won't trade it in the other way because you know you have a choice. You have a choice because some people say, "Well, I ain't had no, I don't have no choice." But I have a choice to say if I don't want to do it, I won't do it. But that would hurt your parents' feelings if you say you don't want to take care of them. But because they'll look back and say, "All that stuff I did for you, all that stuff I did for you. I took care of you. I fed you. I clothed you. Make sure you go to school. Make sure you got your education. I did all this, and you cannot take care of me because I'm going through a situation." That's what your parent would look at you like. I did all this for you. I took care of you for 18 years. And you tell me that you can't take care of me because your mother or your father is going through a sickness that they couldn't control. They got, it require that for you to be there for them, or if you just gonna throw it's just like you throwing them away or you putting them in a nursing home. That's the last resort that you want to do. But then you got some kid, the child gonna do that anyway. Well, they need somebody around the clock. It just can't be me, you know what I'm saying? Because I can't do it with the clock. But I got a whole family to take care. I got a whole new household to take care. So, they got to be put in that nurse home. Just, they don't feel like they getting thrown away. You doing it like that. But, you have to, no, because I don't really want my kid to do me like that. I be feeling like my children gonna throw me away. If it gets to that point where there's somebody, I got husbands because I got girls. I got husbands and children, and I just can't sit here with you all the time and take care of you. I got a job. I got to do this. I got to do that. So I just can't do that. So I have to, I can't afford a round-the-clock nurse to come to the house. So, let's just do, just throw them to the nurse home. Like, come on, man. Come on, because, see, I have heard stories about that. And I said, do you even feel good about yourself doing your mom like that or your dad like that? They're going to feel some kind of way. When they get up in age like that, they're going to feel some kind of way. Their feelings, their emotions starts to really get, they really get sensitive about a lot of things because they think about things they did for you. You was very vulnerable at your age, growing up, kids. You was a newborn. You was a toddler at one point. You was a 8-year-old elementary kid. You was all the stuff they did for you. You wanted to go to school. You wanted to do different activities in school. They make sure they support you in these things. They make sure they did this for you, and you just cannot try to fit them in your schedule the best way you can. Not saying that you're overworking yourself, but the best way you can to do what you can. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I feel for the parents that they only got one kid, they only got one child they have to depend on if they going through something. Like, and that one child just is not gonna don't want to do nothing. It's like, what? And I just wish that other parent would have another child to take care of them. Because my mom was blessed to have 2 kids. And to say, if one don't want to do nothing, they go to the other one. The other one going to do something. And if you got 2 on don't want to do nothing, that's just, oh, Lord, that's a lot. That's a lot because they don't, like I said, your parents not going to want to trust nobody. Like, they don't want to put all their trust in some people they don't know, like strangers, like the round the clock nurses that come to your house, stuff like things like that. And it's like they don't trust them. They don't feel comfortable with them taking care of them. That's why they want their kids to take care of them, because it's just not comfortable. You gotta think about it, it's just not comfortable. You have a stranger coming to bathe you. You have a stranger that coming to do this and all that. They're not comfortable with that. If your parents in that situation where they have to get bathed, or they have to get this, all this different things going on. It's just like they're not comfortable. They want you to do it. You they kid. They saw you when you was naked. They saw that change your diaper. They did all that for you. But you know, you can't do that for your mother or father. If they get to the point they can't go to the bathroom, they can't dress themselves, they can't feed themselves, they can't drive anymore, can't cook anymore, can't do all that anymore. But they couldn't control what was going on. Like if something happened to them, they can't. It's nothing, you know, they couldn't help what happened to them. Like what I'm trying to say. But it's like I'm, I can't see a parent. I mean, I can't see it. Like, it's just hard. It's hurt my feelings that you hear old, because it's like older people likes to talk to me for some reason. I go to the store, I go to Walmart, I go to any place. You can go to Target or you can go to whatever you go on at, and you have some old people that just get. I don't know, for some reason they get drawn to a person like me. I'm young, but I still talk to anybody that come across my path. But you have some old people that would just come and just talk to you like, you know what, you look like you take care, you like to take care of people. And I had older person came in and told me that before, just out of the blue, they can just tell, it's like, oh, you look, you just, I said, yeah, I don't mind doing anything, any old person. Growing up, I was hanging around a lot of old people. I was hanging around my grandparents a lot, older aunts and stuff, older uncles, things like that. I mean, I didn't have any issue, because I feel like you being around old people a lot, it is like you gain so much wisdom about the things they went through, and you learn a lot just being around them. But kids this generation is a generation where they just want to be influenced by other things out in the world. They want to listen to other things. They want to do what other people are doing in the social world, social media world, whatever. They ain't got time to be around no old person. I ain't got time. You got them kind of young people, but they're not my generation. My generation is different from this generation that's coming up right now. This generation right here is just, I'm like, listen, y'all get influenced by anything, and it's all about you. But you have priorities. But when you have kids, it's not about you anymore. If you have a parent that's going through something, they don't want to be in a nursing home. They don't want to be seen by nobody else every day. So what you gonna do? I mean, you have to like buckle up and do what you gotta do as a daughter of a son. You say you ain't gonna let your parent go out like that. You want to take care of them. They comfortable with you. You know what I'm saying? But you got kids, they in the age where they in their 20s and they got to find themselves and stuff like that. But you have some kids in their 20s that still like want to do that. It's just in them to want to do that. It has to be in you to want to do that, because some kids it's all about I want to live my life. I'm in my 20s, I ain't got time. I'm in college, I ain't got time. And I got this. I understand that. You got some kids in the 20s that have to, find themselves, find their future, and they in college. They got a big schedule. But some children hit 20, hit 19, just graduate out of high school, and they have to do what they got to do. And if they got a parent that just got stricken sick at that time, and it's just something they just have to do. And I just feel like, God will make a way that they will have something that they want to have for their future, but it still can be there for their parent. Have that heart to be there for your parent. Because I feel like I feel like sometimes I don't see myself being blessed in so many ways. I know I'm blessed to be alive, and that's a good thing. But you're looking at other blessings and stuff like that. But you're blessed by being alive, but it's I know I'm gonna have more blessings down the road for doing what I gotta do. Blessings, because people will look at you like, well, how you got blessed out with this and how you got blessed out with that. I mean, the things that I do, I took care of my father. You know what I'm saying? And everything like that. So I mean, I'll take care of both my basically. I take care of my parent, my own father. Baby Peanut, no. I took care of my father and on his situation. because the love that you have for your parent, it don't matter what y'all went through. It don't matter if y'all fussed about certain situations, if y'all went through something, because you got a point where you're gonna fuss at a parent sometimes. You ain't trying to fuss and disrespect your parent and say stuff you don't want to say and say stuff you don't want to mean. But we ain't perfect. The relationship between you and your father, parent, mother is not perfect. But I'll tell you something. You don't want to see them go through stuff. You don't want to see them in that sick bed, whatever. And just sit there and let other people, other strangers take care of them. But I do all I can. I do all I can. You just be the person to do all you can. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what? I feel like if you put a parent in a nursing home, or you have people come around the clock, other people come around the clock at the house, I feel like, to me, in my opinion, I don't know what other people's opinions are. I mean, in my opinion, I feel like it is our responsibility, because we once was a responsibility to stop people baking up. What, baby? Okay. And we was once their responsibility. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Peanut, okay. We was once we once their responsibility, and they had to take care of us because we didn't know how to take care of ourselves. We didn't know how to feed ourselves and go get food for ourselves and do stuff for ourselves. So we was their responsibility when we was kids. You know what I'm saying? So why not say that your mother or father is your responsibility? Because you have some parents, you don't have some kids say, "Oh, it's not my responsibility. I'm grown. It's time for me." I understand that. It's time for you to live your life. It's time for you to do what you got to do. But I'm saying, like, it's not the state responsibility. I'm trying to say, you're going to give your parent away up to the state. It's not the state responsibility. It's not the nursing home responsibility. But, you have people that go to the nursing home, I guess you say, that you have that or the person don't have children. That's understandable. Children. That's not too many families that could help take care of them. So I understand that situation when it comes to nursing home and stuff like that. But I'm just saying, you have 2 kids, 5 kids. How many kids you got? They can't do nothing. Wait, baby, Peanut. Wait, okay. And they can't do nothing for you. Something ain't right about that. Wait, baby, Peanut. I'm doing a live, Peanut. I'm doing live. Go back in there. Hey, Peanut. Why you cutting me off on my live? So it's just like, you got 5 kids now. So you got some people that just have 5 kids. And they cannot help. Wait, baby. Wait. Stop. Y'all need to go to the living room. Y'all do something. And you tell me they can't take care of you. About 5 of them good, and they can't take care of you. They too good to take care of you. Baby. It's your responsibility. Which you were their responsibility. It's your responsibility too. That's what I'm trying to say. So, I feel good about doing it. I don't feel like ain't no burden or nothing. Because you have some old people just feel like I'm just a burden to my children because I'm stopping them from living their life. Man, you can do it. I mean, you can still live your life and try to take care of your parent. I can still be a content creator and still take care of my parent. So, whether you far or near, whether you, whatever, you got ways, to take care of your kid. Trina, cut that off. Cut that off. It's ways. But if you don't know why, you gotta ask somebody that's out here doing it, being a caregiver, ask them ways. If you don't got nobody to ask, then you got God to ask about, whatever which way you want to do. But I just feel like it's our responsibility as well. You know what I'm saying? You got a kid, you got another kid that can't do it. I mean, I'm not gonna argue because I'm gonna tell you something. I got another sibling, but I'm not gonna argue with that sibling all the time about who's gonna take care of mama, who's gonna take care of daddy, who gonna do this and who gonna do that. I'm not gonna argue with another sibling about that. If you gonna help, or you're not gonna help. If you can try to prioritize your life and fit your parent in it, and you know, do what you got to do. I understand you married. I understand you have children. I understand you got a lot of going on. You got a lot on your plate, and all that right there. But I'm just wanting to know, it's up to you if you can prioritize, because we couldn't help what was happening, and we couldn't help what was going on. So what you gonna do? But if they just don't want to do it, you just can't be waiting on the other sibling not to do nothing. You just can't wait on the other sibling. You gotta do what you gotta do. Whether you the younger child, or the oldest child. Sometimes, in most cases, it falls onto the young kid. You know, the young kid have to do all the work, and the oldest kid don't want to do anything. What's wrong? I have lemonade at school in my water bottle. Okay, and no, it should be us together. We should be both taking care of our parents. We need to be tagging teaming. We need to be, you know what I'm saying? Oh, what you gonna get mama today? You gonna get her something to eat? Oh yeah, I'm gonna get, yeah. What you gonna make sure she got her bills paid, man? Or you gonna make sure you know, clothes been washed, things getting washed, things being cleaned, things like that. We gotta tag team a little bit, so it won't be too much on each other. You know what I'm saying? But it's all cool though, because I'm not gonna fuss and argue to nobody about what they don't want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do, and let that other sibling live that life, whatever life they want to live. Let them live their life. You can actually you can pray for that person and move on, because that's all you can ever do right now at this point. Because you know, I'm just gonna be this me. I have a good heart. I have been around people that had good hearts. I have been raised around my grandparents with good hearts. I have seen good hearts throughout the line of our family. The patriarch of our family is my grandparents, and they have showed what it's like to help people, take care of people, love people, do what you need to do, be a good person. My grandparents have showed me what I need to be and do in life. So I mean, you know, but you have some children that just didn't have that structure. They don't have that. Oh, I seen my grandma took care of my granddaddy real good, all the way till he left. So I seen that. If you seen that growing up, then you already know automatically your child, your parent gonna get to that point where your grandma was at or your granddad was at, and then you gotta help take care of them. You know what I'm saying? Just like, you know, you seen them, because you see how your parents took care of your grandparents. You seen how your mother and father took care of your grandma, your granddaddy. They took care of them to the end. You seen your aunties, your uncles, all of them have done that for your grandparents. So you see how it's like to say, listen, I have to do it to the end. They did to the end. They took care of my grandmother to the end. Took care of my granddad to the end. They did that because that's what a child should do. My grandparents did what they did. They might not have much now, because my grandparents probably was in the slavery days. I believe they was in the slavery days. They probably didn't have much, but they did what they had to do to survive, to strive for their family. You know what I'm saying? Until the end. Until they was sick, struck and sick or whatever, things like that. But they had to do. 9 kids had to do what they had to do for mother and father. You know, my granddad was the first person to just, you know, got sick and everything like that. But you know, I have seen my uncles did what they did for my granddaddy, my aunts, and my mother, or my granddaddy, and then my grandmama. So I have seen all of them have done this, and they did it for each other. Like I said, my mother did it for my aunt years ago, and they'll do it for each other. But you know, I feel like I know I have a good, you know, good feeling how things gonna turn out for me and my children. I build a relationship. I try my best to build a relationship with my children where I want them to know that if something happened to me, you know how to take care of me and do stuff for me like that. Because, you know, I don't want y'all to be them kind of children to say, listen, I ain't taking care of them because I'm about my life. You know, they growing up and smelling themselves type thing. And like, listen, it's all about my life, my life, my life. You know what I'm saying? Like Mary J. Blige was saying, my life, my life. Listen, I know it's your life. But I'm not saying give me all your life to me. You know what I'm saying? To take care of me. Can you give me a little bit partial of your life? Not all your life. That's not what your parents want to do. If you think your parents gonna suck all the life out of you, talking about, oh, all they want me to do is do that. All they want me to do that. All they want, come on, you gonna get old one day. Now just don't do that. Don't do that. We gonna get to the age where, hey, we gonna be crying out to you. Like, hey, you gonna help me? Hey, make sure I got some food. Hey, make sure I got something to eat. Oh, make sure I got my clothes clean. Make sure I get to the doctors. Make sure you go to the grocery store for me. Yes. Like, listen, you gonna be crying at some children. Come on down. You gonna be calling out some children at the bar. You're young now. Whoever listens is young. Young now. I'm gonna tell you something. You gonna get 60, you gonna get 70, you gonna get 80. And your children gonna have kids, you gonna have grandkids. They're gonna have priorities because they gonna have kids. So they're gonna have priorities. But I'm gonna tell you something. Let me tell you something. You gonna be crying out, calling on the phone all the time, talking about, listen, I need you to come and give me some groceries. Listen, I need you to come and feed me something to eat. Listen, I need you to come wash clothes. Listen, I need you to help me with a bath. Listen, I need to do this. Give me some water. Give me some. Come on now. You're gonna get old one day, I'm telling you. I think about, how my aunt's life was, like I said, we lost my aunt 2 months ago. And I was thinking about how life was. I mean, she was in the age where, I need my kids. But see, you gotta think about it. Her kids gonna get old. They already in their 40s and stuff. But when they get old, they're gonna get old one day. Listen, man, you gonna be watch other kids you gonna cry to them. Cause you gonna need help too. I mean, you don't know how your life gonna turn out. I pray that we all stay up. I pray that we all stay up and uplifted, and we don't have to be sick stricken. And I pray that that don't happen to us. I pray that we don't be in a sick bed or anything like that. But I'm just saying, you don't know how your life gonna turn out down the years when you're gonna get in your 50s or 60s or your 70s. But if that happens, you want a good support system. You want a good support system. You want your children to be that good support system for you. Like I said, I have heard stories about somebody had 5 kids. Your 5 kids ain't doing enough for you. And I know it can be tricky because you're going to have a mindset sometimes. Your mindset going to be like, well, I don't feel like doing this because I don't feel like I don't have to do this if I don't want to. And I don't feel like I already got to do enough for my own children, for myself. I don't feel like it. It can be tricky like that. But, you got to think about, now you're going to get old and your children, you're going to want them to do this for you. That's how tricky it is taking care of the parent. I'm telling you how tricky it is. That's how tricky it is. Because you wanna not do anything because you be exhausted. You be tired. You don't have no energy because you got to figure out how you gonna feed your children and take care of your kids and all this right here, all that. Take care of your man and do all this. Take care of your husband, wife, whatever it is the case may be. But it's rewarding because you don't know. Like I said, if you believe in God. If you don't know how God will bless you at the end, how well, and you did it from your heart, like you gotta do it from your heart. Because if you just be doing because ain't nobody's gonna do it. I feel like you're doing something in vain to me. But it's in your heart. It's in my heart to serve my mother and father till they go out this world. That's how it is. It's in your heart to serve your parents. Then, no matter how bad they treat you, no matter how bad they did wrong to you. I mean, I don't know if you had trauma with your parents, but that's a different story. But I mean, if you've been fussing and you've been fighting, you've been mad at them about the situation, about little petty stuff. But you gotta let that go. Stop holding grudges against your parents. You got to sit down and talk to them. I know it ain't easy to do it, but you got to ask God to help you. You want to talk to your parents and let things go because they're in an age where they're vulnerable right now. And they're going to need somebody to be there for them. And they're gonna feel that you don't want them to feel hopeless thing. They can't lean on nobody. They can't depend on you to do stuff for them. Because you they only hope. Not only hope, God's the hope, but physically your hope or your hope for you to do things for them. So it's like you gotta do what you gotta do, man. I mean, I do it. And it was probably designed for me to do it. But I thank God that I'm doing it. And I love doing it. And I love putting content out here and and doing that. Because it is hard to keep up with YouTube sometimes, y'all. But I do my very, very best to put out all the kind of content I need to entertain y'all, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, being there for a parent. So it's like juggling stuff. But thank God for the strength that I can give that. So yeah, y'all, that's what I want to say. I want to talk about this week, this Tuesday on this live, y'all. It's talking about take care of parents. I'm not telling y'all that's a bad thing to do. I'm just saying it could be tricky sometimes because your mind is for the strong-minded people. I'm trying to say it's for you, the strong-minded folks that understand that, hey, this is what I got to take care of them. I'm going to serve my mom, my dad to, they leave this world. So it could be tricky to the point it gets exhausting. It gets tiring. It's getting like a roller coaster. Sometimes you don't want to do things for them because what you're already going through with yourself, with your body, you being a parent to your children, your love life, you trying to uphold your business as a country. So it's just like, it's a lot. But the reward at the end, you just don't know what it's going to be like. So, yeah, it could be tricky. But all I can say to myself is encourage myself is to say that hang on in there, girl. Because you know what I'm saying? It's the love of a daughter or the love of a child still want to do that for your mother to help, to help them get to help them to get back to where they need to go. And like that. And it's very rewarding because you go around places and you go take them daughters and you ride them around to grocery stores, then other old people see that. You being a young person doing this, it's a blessing for them to see that because in their old age, because a lot of young people these days, they ain't all about the old people. Old people got to fend for themselves because I'm all about my life. I only live but once. So I'm like, yeah. I understand that. It's a blessing to be alive. That's one thing. Yeah, it's a blessing to be alive. To do this for my mother. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I just want to be that's just being an advocate, just being an inspiration to other young people. Like, man, come on. You can do it, You just have to ask God how to juggle it and ask God how to the strength to do it. So, yeah, y'all, that's all I want to say. Because it's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. But it's make you feel so good at the same time that this was, yeah, honey, very rewarding. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna end this live because I've been here for like 15, almost an hour. But because I can get so long-winded when I'm getting to a good topic, talking about what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's very rewarding and exhausting at the same time. But I feel good about it because I'm showing my kids this is what you got to do either with me or with your father or whatever. So it's just showing your kids that you their role model. So it's actually showing your kids, this is what this is what parents go through. You gonna have grandparents be going through stuff, and you gonna see your parents gonna take care of your grandparents because it's gonna be maybe their position one day to do that, and then their children gonna look at them and say, "Listen, I see how y'all taking care of my grandparents, so this is how it is." But yeah, I'm gonna end this live right here, and that's all I want to say, y'all. But I had covered up everything I want to say in this topic, but I was just gonna end this live right here. And for all those that came on and commented, thank you for watching and commenting to the live. And I'll be back live next week, next Tuesday, talking about something else. So you gotta stay tuned have your post notifications on so you will know when I will come on next week, next Tuesday, every Tuesday. And you'll know what kind of, topic we're talking about. All right, y'all. So if you're new, just feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And while you do that, please have your post notifications on. Mom, and we'll check you out in the next video.
I showed my wallpaper.
Why?
Because I was out.
Your wallpaper. But Trina want to show her wallpaper, y'all, before I click out this live. She into that. They can't see that, Trina. She into that troll era right now. That last movie, Troll 3. Is it Troll 3 or Troll 4?
Troll 4.
Oh, Troll 4. Talking about Velvet and all that. But yeah, y'all, we're going to check out in the next video. More content on the way this week. This is the new month of September. Happy September to y'all. Fall is coming and I'm getting ready for fall. So, yeah. More videos throughout the month of September. So, y'all stay tuned. We have some good content. So, all right, y'all. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye, y'all. Catch y'all in the next video. You gonna tell Baby gonna say bye too?
Bye.
Okay. Baby gonna say bye. Bye, y'all. See y'all in the next video live.
Don't.